This is Kilo, and today I'm going to explain M.A.C.S Adjacent Cut Specifications, M.A.C.S. You will find this on every chart on your lab pinning kit at the bottom right of each, quickset, schlag. It's always going to be down here at the bottom right, as well as you will find it on the HPC Blitz and Punch machine code cards. You want to always pay attention to the max, and you never want to exceed this. Let me give you a few examples of why. First of all, what is max? So we're looking at this and you're looking at your chart and you see M.A.C.S equals 4. What does that mean? Well, that means that if you have a 1 cut, you do not want to exceed, 4 cuts beyond that directly next to that 1 cut. So you might be confused now. Maybe, you've been looking this up and you can't figure it out. The best way I can explain this, if you see a 4, you might be thinking, okay, so that means I can have a 1 next to a 4, but I can't have a 1 next to a 5. Not exactly. The easiest way to figure out the max and to see if you're within max is, let's say you have a 5 cut next to a 1. 5 minus 1 equals 4. So you are safe. So you can have a key that is 5151, and you're not going to have any issues there at all. And, it's going to work smoothly. It's not going to get stuck. It's not going to wear down as quick. Now, let me show you an example here of what it looks like with a key that is cut 41414. You see how these cuts are very, clean? The 1 cut looks like a 1 cut, 414. This is going to, operate smoothly in and out of the lock. It's not going to have any issue whatsoever. If we take a key that is cut 51515, you see that the top shallow cuts here, they're still flat. There's still material there. It's not exceeding the depth here. You're not going to have any issue, putting this in and out of the lock. You're not, you might end up with some wear, but, you're pretty much, you're good if you have a 1 next to a 5, pretty much. These are just, exaggerated keys I cut here for the video. Now, this is an example of exceeding the max. This is a 61616. Let me show you on the 4 here. So, 4-1. Do you see how the 1 cut looks like a cut and the bottom key here, they're just peaks? These peaks are going to wear down. If this were, this is an exaggerated key, so this would, never work, but somehow, let's say that you make this work for a customer, they're going to shove this key in and have to pull this key out because it's going to hook onto the pins. Sometimes you'll cut, if you exceed the max, you'll leave a hook on one side or the other of the shallow cut, and it will either hook and not allow you to push the pin or the key in, or it'll hook on a pin and not allow you, if you get the key in, it's going to get stuck and you can't pull it out. That's what happens most commonly with, exceeding the max, is you put the key in and then it gets stuck. So if you were to somehow make this work and just, you cut the key, it works, somehow you pull it out, it's a little, rough, but you make it work, you hand it to the customer. Each time they put this in, it's going to knock off these peaks, it's going to file it down back and forth. And you are going to end up with a callback because eventually it's going to wear down so quickly that their key's not going to work anymore. So these are the 3 reasons why, or of what happens when you exceed the max. You file it down too quickly, it won't go in, it won't go out. Basically, overall, the key just will not work. So always pay attention when you are cutting a new key for a customer to always make sure you know the max. You can see here on Schlag, the max is 7, Wiser 5, Sargent 7. So always pay attention if it's not on the, your pinning kit, if maybe you don't have a lab kit, let's say you're using an HPC punch or blitz machine, like I said, you'll find that on the code cards. So just wanted to explain that today. I'm trying to break these down into a little mini series on the lab kit. I wanted to do a longer video kind of explaining the whole lab kit all at once, but it's way too long. So I'm going to break this down to kind of a mini series. So that's all I have for this one. I will be dropping some more pretty soon, as well as some other rekeying, lockpicking videos. But I just wanted to help you guys out and further, kind of understand M.A.C.S. So that's all I have for you today. Keep it legal and have a nice day.